Bullying, not cool. Stop the bullying. Stop the bullying, man. Bullying, not cool. Hey, listen. Shh. Go school to learn, don't go school to fight. Stop bullying the children, them thing not right. Education is the must, don't fight from the bus. Remember the book more mighty than the knife. So all who are
good morning to all teachers, our special guests, students. Today is a very special day in the memoirs of Grantley Memorial School. We are all here this morning to take this school into a new direction, to demonstrate a level of camaraderie, a level of friendship, where everyone cares for each other. There'll be no more hurting. It will all be being a buddy and not a bully. So we're going to make sure that Grantley's Memorial leads the way in this path of change. And that demonstration is going to be shown by the way that every student here this morning takes part and be involved in this activity. We're going to share each other's thoughts. We're going to have persons speaking to us today, and we want to make sure everything goes well. So we're going to begin the program with an opening prayer by Mr. Gill. Let's all stand for prayer. Stand quietly. And when you stand, you would have seen that the chairs were arranged in a special way so that the photographer can get the best of what the school has to offer this morning in this new initiative. So when you stand, it does not mean to start speaking whenever you change from one topic to the other. Just stand quietly and obediently. Let's welcome Mr. Gill. Bow your heads.
Let us bow our heads, close our eyes. Almighty God, in your presence this morning, we stand to offer you thanks. A momentous occasion in our lives. We're here coming together as a family to stamp out, oh God, something that has caused the lives of others to be taken and even destroyed others. That is bullying. In your eyes, it is sin. And therefore, we repent of our sin, O God, in the presence of your people, asking for your forgiveness. We're praying that as you channel our hearts and our minds this day forward, that we will put our best in everything that we do and in what we say. And those persons who may have a challenge, O God, in doing what is right, we ask that you, by your Spirit and your love and your mercy, will touch such individuals, O God, and cause them to conform to your will, which is to love each other and to love ourselves. We do thank you for everyone who has gathered here today. We ask that your blessings will continue to fall upon us. We give you thanks for the night's rest that we've endured, O God, and today we are breathing, and we offer thanksgiving to you. We thank you for others who may be journeying here to our school today. We ask that you will bring them in peace and in safety. Remember, every mind, we ask that you will heal. Every broken body, every bone that may be damaged, every tissue that is not the way that it should be. We ask for your healing anointing upon us right now in the name of Jesus Christ. Continue to bless us, therefore, in all that we do today, and may you be lifted on high. Everyone who has a message to share today, may your Spirit so lead them that they may speak from the depths of their hearts, so that we who hear may be touched, O God, and motivated to continue to do the right. And who have not been traveling the right road, may we get on board and do what we ought to do for the betterment of each other. Continue to bless us, therefore, in everything that we do. We thank you for the success of this program, O God, and all things that we put our hands and our minds to do this day. And we give to you all honor, praise, and glory in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. You may now take your seats quietly. Once again, I would like to officially welcome all of our special guests, members of the organizing committee. I do believe that this initiative is one that was needed for a long time. And we are aware at Grantley Memorial School that there are many situations which have developed over the years that we might not have handled in the manner in which we will now be able to, having been exposed to the obvious bullying program training. It is always important for each and every student to remember the quote that we are our brother's keeper. There should be no need for a student to have pleasure in causing pain to another student, to have fun while hurting someone else because of some situation that is out of their control, or just because you, as an individual who have not been encouraged to be caring and loving to each other, might have demonstrated negative behaviors. At this time, I'm going to ask our principal, Mr. Brown, to come and give us his address. Let's welcome our principal, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, everyone. I would want you to just give us a few minutes so the members of the board can be seated. They are making their entrance, I think, to the left of, to my left, you're right? Good. Mr. Sean Clark, CEO of Supreme Counseling for Personal Development, Chairman of the Grantley Adams Memorial Board, Mr. Errol, sorry, Mr. Dennis Holder, Deputy Chairman of the Grantley Adams Memorial Board, Mr. Errol Wilkinson, and other members of the board, members of the PTA executive, representatives of the Ministry of Education, personnel of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, other distinguished and invited guests, parents, members of the media, all staff members, teaching, ancillary, canteen, and other vendors, students. I was about to say this is a pleasant good morning, but no, it's more than that. This is an exciting and exhilarating morning. I am so happy to see this. All of you fully attired in your red t-shirts, fighting, fighting to stamp out bullying in our schools. And I thought this morning I would use my paper just to get the welcome, just to get the personnel correct. But just like the Supreme Counseling, who would have used the finances, who would have used the resources, who would have used all other means to fight for what we are fighting for now, to stamp out bullying. That's from the heart. That's something that Mr. Sean Clark and his members of the Supreme Council would have seen over the years and would have decided that we are going to fight. That was something that came from the heart. And for me, it's going to come from the heart this morning. So this is when I put away my paper and I speak from the heart. And I can remember, you know, I always say to you, God don't come, but he is sent. And I took up the post here at Grantley Adams September of 2013. And in the second week of my stay here, Mr. Sean Clark came knocking at my door with a request, the second week, with a request to have this initiative as part of our school. And I did not even give him an opportunity to finish what the program was about. All he said to me was, it's all about stopping bullying in our schools. And I said yes. I didn't hesitate to hear the rest of it. I said yes. This was an opportunity for me as principal acting at your school to get some help. This was an opportunity for me as principal of our school to get help, not only for the school, not only for you, but for the entire system and for the entire country. And I said yes. And when he explained what the program was about, I became even more excited. And I couldn't wait for this day to be upon us. And here it is. And his definition of bullying is that when someone is repeatedly taken advantage of by some means, repeatedly, over and over, then that is considered bullying. But you know what I like to use in place of bullying? My substitute for the word bullying? Unfearing. We know it is unfearing. Man, you unfearing me. And I see sometimes you play kicks and bugs. You know, when you kick and you cuff and or you do something you call Bangkocking. No, this is what you do. And you play, as boys, we know you would play rough. And you would do some things that boys would do. But it becomes bullying when someone says stop. And you continue because you think, man, I ain't stopping, I'm bigger than you. Then you're bullying that person. And I don't want to bury my head in the sand and hide into thinking that bullying doesn't exist. I know it exists. You know how? I was bullied at school. I was real tiny at school. And there were some corridors that I didn't want to walk because I know I would get my head slapped. And I can remember, I used to hide down by the sheep pen. This was at the Princess Margaret Secondary School. And we had, you know, the agricultural science program had sheep and so on. And I used to go and hide by the sheep pen because I didn't want the big boys to see me because I would get my head slapped. So I know that bullying exists because I experienced it. And I know that students have been hiding their money in their shoes, in their underwears, girls in their bosom, because they are afraid of that bully who's going to take their money from them. I didn't have a big brother or a big sister. You may not have a big brother or a big sister. But you know what you have? You have you. You have you to speak out. You have your friends who are going to speak out. You have your friends who are going to join with you and see that it stops. You have me. You have the teachers. You have the adults. Right down to the vendors. Go and complain. Go and complain to Miss B. Complain to Mr. Carbat. Say something. Miss B, this boy won't leave me alone. I tell him to stop, and every day he's hitting me. She might not be able to act on it, but she would know what to do. She would speak to a teacher, she would speak to the year head, she would speak to the deputy, she would speak to me. Because we want it to stop. Because we care so much about you that we want it to stop. Because I care so much about you. You know what, the parents, you know what? When parents, a child is taken advantage of, struck with a stone, has been continued being taunted by another child. Parents called me. And you know what they say? Your children. I can't understand wrong with your children. They better leave my son, I'll leave my daughter. I see you as my children as well. And this is the reason why I want it to stop. This is the reason why, with the help of the ministry, with the help of Supreme Counseling, with the help of the board, with the help of the PTA, with the help of your parents, with the help of society, with the help of the country. This is the reason why we are going to put all our efforts forward to stop it. And I think indeed the talk in the media, via the newspapers, the radio, the TV, and so on, even the billboards that have been erected, something is happening. Something is happening. And you know why I say that? Only yesterday, some boys were on the bus playing slap head. Same thing that happened to me. This time they were playing. In my case, I wasn't playing. I did nothing to warrant the slaps that I got when I was at school. I was just minding my own business, walking the corridors, relax. But only yesterday, some boys were on the bus playing slap head. One boy said, stop. The smaller boy, youngest of them all, said, stop, I'm finished. But the bigger boy continued to slap him. But you know the beautiful thing about it? Is that the other boys who were there, playing with him, said to him, man, we don't stop that though. You ain't hear the boys said that. They recognized the bigger boy was getting out of hand. And they joined with the boy who said stop. And stopped that big boy from continuing with the unfearing of the little boy. So it has started. And I'm pleased. I told those boys yesterday, I am very pleased with you. Of course, the bigger boy, he has to be punished. Because he didn't stop. He only stopped after those other boys spoke with him. And if those boys in here, I want you to stand. Those boys who were on the bus, you know about the slap head thing. Stand and show the others that you joined with stopping the bullying. Don't be afraid. There was only one slap head situation on the bus yesterday morning, so you know who you are. But this is a clear example that the bullying initiative by Mr. Sean Clark and his Supreme Counseling has taken effect. I want you now, though, before I leave, to turn to your friend, and I want you to say to her or him, bullying, not cool. One more time. Do it again for me. Thank you very much. Bullying, not cool.
Okay, the students, back to the microphone. We'd like to thank the principal for those insightful words. And today might be a day of stories. The principal was saying that when he went to school, he got slapped for just passing. But when he went to school, I went to the Lord's School in St. John. And we had something called an initiation of new students. It was called the coffin. What we did is that we built a coffin in the wood workshop during the term. And at the end of the term, the principal and everybody at the school allowed this ceremony to go on, where all first formers were lined up out of the bus. You were marched into the school. The coffin was drawn on a cart with wheels. And you had to get in the coffin and get back out, taking as many licks as you can. Or you try to take the least amount. But there'll be big boys there just slapping you all in the coffin and out. Well, I didn't get any of that in my first one because I went in the campground and hung all day when it's my turn. I sat in the campground all day until I heard it. Because how you know it was happening is that we had a very good cadet organization at Lodge. And the boys were very good with horns. And they played music all day long. So when you hear the music stop, you know the coffin finished and we going home. So I came out at that time. But that would have been bullying that was seen as acceptable. And we're glad to see that those things will no longer exist. Children will no longer have to hide because of fear. Because they know that all the members of the school will be there to assist and look after each other. We're now going to have a drama piece. And this one was arranged especially for this occasion. It's called Breaking the Cycle, a drama piece by the students of the Grantley Memorial School.
Stop the bullying.
We will now move on to acknowledging the person who is responsible for this logo we have on our shirt. And this time I'm going to ask Mr. Sean Clark if he come and say a few words with respect to the logo.
I simply want to congratulate the young man, Marlon Phillips, for the excellent job he did in designing the winning logo for your school. I must be honest with you and say that the logo stands out amongst the other logos that would have been created. I was informed that this young man is so good at his craft that if Supreme Counseling had decided to offer a second, third, fourth, and fifth prize, that this young man would have came first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And you need to give him a round of applause for that. Mr. Phillips, if you are here, can you come to the platform, please? I never got the opportunity to really congratulate you for the work that you did. I need to congratulate you. And I also need to say to you, sir, keep up the good work. At times, what form are you now? Second form. At times, when we get into third form, fourth and fifth and so on, we tend to put certain things behind us, including our talents. And I would advise you, keep on keeping on. Continue to work on your craft. There is a place in Barbados for talented young men like yourself. There's a place in the Caribbean for a talented young man like yourself. There's a place in the world for your kind of talent. Keep it up. I'm expecting greater things from you as you go on in life. Congratulations. He is a part of your school. He's one of you. Give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Well done, Marlon. We salute you on this day. And as Sean said, we at Grantley look forward to hearing your achievements as you grow and go from strength to strength. While Sean took the time out to acknowledge the work of Marlon, it now gives me great pleasure to let you know that Sean is the man behind the plan. This program that we are initiating this morning is due to his outstanding work as Supreme Counseling for Personal Development. He has taken the time to make sure he is well trained, well certified, knowledgeable in the area, and also a very dramatic and exciting speaker. It is always important to have that asset because having to speak on many occasions to large audiences, you want to keep it exciting, you want to keep it up and bubbly. So I can tell you that as I welcome Mr. Sean Clark to speak to this morning, it's going to be an exciting time. Let's welcome Sean as we go to another exciting step in the morning's program.
Thank you, sir. Now, before I get started with my little presentation to you, when I came to your school in November last year with the survey on bullying, I entered one of your classrooms, and on leaving, I have a very bad habit at times of putting my cell phone or my car key down and then just walking away and leaving them there. Sometimes only remembering or realizing that I don't have the car key when I get to the car to try to open the door. On that day, I came to your school as one of those occasions when I put my cell phone down and I walked away. And one of your students took it upon herself to run after me and gave me my cell phone back. Give her a clap for that. I so appreciate that in this day and age, because the cell phone is a Z10, and it was only about 2 weeks old. And that is like the one part of my heart, and I honestly would have felt really badly. But because of that young lady, I was able to leave the Grantley Adams Memorial School with my phone. Shamika Webster, if you are here, come forward, please. I think she's a student of Form 2T. Is she coming? I took the young lady's name, and I'm sure she had no idea what I intended to do with it. I'm quite sure she probably even forgot about that day in question. At times, we're too fast as a society to punish, to give negative consequences for negative actions. We are not as fast to reward positive behaviors. We as a society are not fast enough to reward or to reinforce positive behavior. I am a firm believer that in the same breath, in the same light, in the same token, that we will take the time out to punish, although I really don't like the word, we should take the time out to reward our students. You've done an excellent job today. You did well. Oh, yesterday in Spanish, you tried to pronounce the word. Today, you're pronouncing the word congratulations. You've done well. It shows that you did your homework. I decided today to take the time for my little address to speak to you, the students of the Grantley Adams Memorial Secondary School, directly. Because there is a message that I want to bring to you. This program is not about Sean Clark. Yes, I'm probably the vehicle to get in the program here. The program is about each and every one of you deciding to do as the late Michael Jackson said in one of his songs, the man in the mirror. Looking into that mirror and seeing your reflection and deciding that if there is to be change, that change must begin with me. So, as you said, I want you to repeat these words after me. And I want you to be as loud as possible with it. If it is to be, it must start with me. If it is to be, it must start with me. If we are going to end bullying at the Grantley Adams Secondary School, it has to start with each and every one of us individually. We may not have the power to change the school in a holistic way, but if each of us decides to change our outlook, our attitude, change from negative to positive, then by changing ourselves, we would have contributed to changing the population of your school. I have confidence. I am filled with confidence that the Grantley Adams Memorial Secondary School can stand on a hill and can reflect to the rest of Barbados that we are not only wearing shirts because we don't have to wear the uniform today, but that we believe the message that is on our shirts. Advising each and every one of us to be a buddy. If we look at things like kindness, being loyal, supportive, communicate openly, be assertive. Don't be afraid to speak to your teachers when something is wrong. Support your classmates. Stand up against bullying. It is not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? This school is a part of history. Because throughout the entire Caribbean, the Grantley Adams Secondary School is the third school, not in Barbados, the third school in the entire Caribbean to have launched the obvious bullying prevention program. It speaks of a commitment by your teachers, by your principal, to do what is wholesome, to do what is right by you. Now you need to do what is right by yourselves. We can make this happen. We will make this happen. I cannot do it alone. Supreme Counseling cannot do it alone. The Ministry of Education cannot do it alone. Your teachers cannot do it alone. It therefore means that we need each and every one of you to join us to make it happen. Because you might be the oldest child in Grantley Adams School, fifth form or fifth, probably preparing to leave school, and you say that when nobody can bully me. You know who he is? I can't carry with that foolishness, boy, slap off the boy head. That is for you. But you may have a younger sibling in first form at another school. If that person is being bullied, then what? And let me leave this with you as I close. You see that same person that you take advantage of, or according to your principle that you unfair, that person, that target that you bully, who is sitting next to you now or probably in a lower form than you are in, what happens in a couple of years when you go into a bank for a bank loan and you butt up and you see the same face that you bullied at school? What happens if you go for a job and when you walk into the HR manager, you bad upon the same person that you bullied at school. Then what? Then what? So you have to think that way. It is not about now. It is about preparing for the future. You might bad upon some person that is generous enough that will forget about that and based on your skills and your expertise, hire you. But you might bad upon a loans officer that says, nah, boy, I don't care. Who you bring in here? You ain't getting that loan. It's my time now. So we have to think of these things. We have to treat others as we want to be treated. That is the only way that we are going to make it happen. I have confidence in you, each and every one of you. I want each and every one of you to have confidence in self, to stand and to shine, to do what is needed to be done to achieve. Because I am sure that your teachers will be extremely proud of you when you achieve. When a teacher has to open a paper at page 3 and see the face of one of his or her past students going to court, do you think that that makes your teachers feel happy? Teachers, does that make you feel happy? Indeed not. If your teacher runs into you on Broad Street and you say, Mom, you know, I'm with the sanitation authority. Your teacher is proud of you because you are making a contribution, a positive contribution to society, and you're doing something worthwhile. Yes, and I deliberately said the sanitation authority. Go after your goals, my friends. Stop bullying now. Thank you, and may God bless.
Special thanks to Sean. We're going to continue to recognize our talents, our abilities at the school. And we're going to move on to, again, one of our own, Ravine Brathwaite, coming to do for us a song called Titanium. Let's give her a round of applause. She's back there.
Shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up.
Grantley and his family. Let's give her another big round of applause. You're going to show love. You're going to show love. You're going to encourage her. You ready? Well, Adio seems to be having some technical difficulties again. I don't know if this is a big song that he's trying to put together here, or the technical guys just need some assistance. But I can assure you that if there's any problem technically, this gentleman here, Mr. Gill, will get it rectified. I remember at our graduation, everything went down, the power went off. Everybody said this graduation in trouble, boy. Mr. Gill went and drove his car to the side here, and power returned to the hall instantly. He carries all the instruments in his car to make anything happen. So let's give Mr. Gill a round of applause for the technical work that he has done. Continues to do well. Ready? Ready? Okay, brothers, let's give Ali a little applause as he comes back to perform.
Tony killed his homeboy Ty for a whole brick. He lined them all up and gave him the whole clip. He said he wasn't needed, he wanted his own things. And not to mention Ty was with his old chick. But Ty wasn't the shooter, that boy just sold bricks. And Tony, he was reckless, he never had no picks. Tony was like the Alpo, Ty was the little rich. Two friends with a dream that plotted on growing rich. Started as a team, but Ty got off quick. Jealousy the reason that Ty got left off stiff. Got Tony at the viewing, Ty my crying to where he hugged her. He told whoever did this, he gon' do him. From there it was just silence. She didn't condone violence, but they killed her only son, so when she said it, she just nodded. And he told her that he got her. Grammy at his best, like Tony had a cold, you felt it slamming in his chest. Yes, he had the nerve to carry the casket. Straps up in 41, he had to carry his ratchet. He nervous, walking like he tried to carry him faster. Man even got the shovel, try to bury him faster. Next week he at the mall, rollie on his arm. Two bad women with him laughing, having a ball. Same tie cousin Paul. Paul couldn't believe it. The same man that answered for a front last weekend. To walk around the mall, Louis on his bag leaving. With the golden ringlets, Lil Key and bad training. He capped Tony up, trying to stack Tony up. In his head thinking out he gonna clap Tony up. But Tony, he ain't worried till he strapped Tony up. 7 days of running, he already turned it up. He got Paulie burning up. He ready to ride. He know Tony a killer, but he ready to die. You smell that death all in the air? Cause probably thinking about putting a checker on his head, but he can't. Cause Tony, he done killed his first cousin. If he let somebody else do it, it won't mean nothing. He wanna see him bleeding. He wanna see him gasping. Wanna watch him die slow, like he's suffering from cancer. Feel like Tony did it, but he don't really know the answer. So he gon' let it burn until it get confirmed. A couple months fly by, Tony on the high rise. Started flipping, now he got new chickens in like Popeye, cause Paulie's still getting it. Always been the top guy, he don't really club, but tonight he gon' stop by the same little kid. It was 2 or 3 of them. Standing in the line, he said, I'ma pay for me and them. He pulled his money out, started counting it and keeping them. You know, keep the gold nigga, the wanna be with them. They slid up in the club, told the way to give me 3 of them. The bottles of his bed, now he just wanna leave with them. He said, where your phone at? She said, where you going at? He said, I'ma ride out. She said, I'ma slide out. Told her friends, y'all come on when I get to my mom's house. Thinking right up out of there. Took it to the side house. As soon as they got in the crib, she just blew mine out. They racing off the bottles. Paulie boy, he on the night out. But Paulie, he ain't going to sleep. Grab a phone up off the sheet. Took it to the living room. Her messages he going through. Scrolling to Tony and he tested, what you doing, boo? He tested back up in the crib. She tested back, you coming through? She said, where I'm coming to. He said, that's the 22. Before stock in North Philly, take the E-way to the zoo. She said that I'm coming out. Look what that Paulie found. Got the drop of Tony where he living. Now it's going down. Couple weeks later, Paulie on Woodstock, sitting in a minivan, sitting with his hood cop. Cause Tony just rolled up, about to make the good drop. His 44 in his hand, about to make the hood rock. Tony slipping, Paulie all dipping. Walked up on his car like, what's poppin', little fella? Cause Tony looking shot. His Glock was in his box, so he couldn't grab for it. Paul said, that's your fault for it. You still need that work. That your ass for? Dropped down on his lap, it was 4.5 raw. Tony, he looking crazy, he noticed his last straw, and then probably just let it go, but his brain's on the dashboard. Yeah.
Grantley a round of applause. What encouraging. A young man, lots of talent. If you have a program, you will see on it next would be an address from the representative of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust. It is not possible for that representative to be here this morning, but we would like to thank them because it is all because of the trust that we are all here this morning in our red shirts, all beautifully decked out. So let's give the trust a great round of applause. Maria Holder Memorial Trust is responsible for everything we have here this morning. And we're going to continue to show, they're going to say we're going to show the world because the cameraman is here. He's carrying it all over the world. We're going to show the world the love of Grantley Adams and the talent. As our students return to do a cultural piece, the group is called the Grantley Adams Iron Star. You know what we're getting? Let's give it up for the drawing group. Mama's here to say a few words.
Today is a celebration. It signals that bullying is no longer tolerated. It's not an acceptable form of behavior. We encourage our youth to be involved in positive self-esteem building activities. The next performance will take you back to a simpler time, when the land ship ruled the seas. Please welcome the Grantley Adams Dramatic Society, also known as the Grantley Adams Iron Star, under the direction of Captain
guess the technical guys knew that I was going to come back. I didn't know you after that performance. So they try to keep it down a little bit, keeping it off where they come, right? Or they come a little bit down. He's going, nothing to do with it. Couldn't do it. He doesn't know what he is, right? He doesn't know what he is. They try to control you from over there. That's all right. I think it's easy, don't be so all over the place. Right? Get out of the way, get out of the way. Are you going to say before? I'm going to perform before you get it. Don't worry. Okay, students, just as the principal have indicated in his remarks, when Sean came to the school asking us to take on this initiative, one young gentleman who would have jumped at the opportunity to see the school move forward in a positive direction is the one who is now in charge of our committee at Grantley Adams, the chairman of our committee, Mr. Swain Griffith. Let's welcome Swain as he gives us his remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Principal, members of the Board of Management, PTA, specially invited guests, sponsors, guests, members of staff, and students. I bid you a pleasant good morning. I trust that you are all enjoying our celebration this morning. I call it a celebration because today's activity is a joyous occasion. It's an occasion where an entire school family can gather together to take part in this program. First of all, let me thank the sponsors of this initiative, the administration of our fine school, for giving us the opportunity to be one of the first 4 schools in the Eastern Caribbean to take part in the Alveus Bullying Prevention Program. I'm sure that most of you are aware, especially the adults among us, that in the past, unfortunately, our school has been associated with an incident of bullying. And I'm very happy to see that the media is here now, that they can portray this our active and public step forward to eradicate bullying in this institution. So I'm excited that they're here and they can give us this well-deserved public publicity and public recognition for making this united effort to eliminate peer abuse, because that's the other name you're giving to bullying. It's also called peer abuse, because when you hear the word abuse, you think serious. Some people don't take bullying seriously, but it's a very serious matter indeed. So the other name you may hear us use from time to time is peer abuse. We are making this effort to make sure that all students, and to make our schools claim it such, that all persons that come here can be comfortable and safe and happy as they work and play and learn and enjoy themselves on the compound. I'm sure you're all aware that bullying has a damaging effect on those who are affected by it and can cause them to draw away from school, cause absenteeism, and they withdraw from school and its activities. This deprives that child of the opportunity to fully benefit and enjoy their time at the school. Looking back on my own school days, I enjoyed them thoroughly. I went to school every day. If I was sick, I got up and I dragged and told my mother I want to get to school. I love going to school. It was lots of fun. Sadly, there are children here and at other schools as well who shy away from school because they don't want to get their money taken away. They don't want to get beaten up. They don't want to get unfair, slapped up, put in a coffin. They don't want to be, they're not finding the peace that they need at the school. And so they draw away. They give their parents excuses. My belly hurting me. My chest hurting me. I don't want to go to school today. And we want to put a stop to that. We want that to stop here. We want every child to look forward to coming to school. The same way that I look forward to coming to school every day when I was at school. Truth be told, despite my small size, I was not really bullied at school. But I am personally aware of several of my classmates and schoolmates who suffered at the hands of bullies. And the majority of those who suffered the worst, they were victims of verbal bullying. There wasn't a lot of slapping up, but there was a lot of name calling, a lot of teasing, and relentless teasing, continually teasing the same people over and over and over every day. And everybody would laugh, and it was funny, and it was, people enjoyed that, but these children didn't. And there's some of them that I know now whose adult lives have been negatively affected by that. There's one young lady, she withdrew. She didn't have any friends at school, not one. I don't think there's any student here who doesn't have one friend. Everybody has at least one friend. She didn't have any at all. And so she withdrew, and she found other friends. Some of them were adults, and they led her astray. We won't get into all the things that she would have done, but she was arrested some time ago. She and another lady, an older lady, for stealing costume jewelry, which is very cheap jewelry, as I'm sure all of you know. She was arrested and charged in a newspaper for stealing costume jewelry. I'm not saying that because she was bullied, she went immediately and stole jewelry, but she did not have the benefits of a group of persons in her age who she did not get to develop as the rest of us did, because we pushed her aside before bullying. So she found other friends who were happy to embrace her, and eventually she was led astray. But it's easy to forget a physical blow. Someone hits you today, maybe next week, you don't remember. But the teasing, name calling, the names that people call you are things that you never forget. A degrading remark is seldom forgotten. There's a habit here and other places as well where people like to say, excuse me, your mother. Children love to say that. Now, on any given day, you don't know if a person's mother is ill, incapacitated, if the mother and the child are estranged, if they are separate, if the mother doesn't speak to the child, and the child feels badly about that. And the child comes to school, it has all this on its mind because it's not having the type of friendship and relationship and bond that they would love to have with their mother. And they pass you and you go, you, your mother, or your mother's something else that I won't repeat on this stage that some of you say. When you say that to a person whose mother has recently died, think about it. If your mother had recently died and someone came and told you something dirty about her, how would you feel? That would hurt you deeply. It would hurt me. So I'm sure it would hurt you. Sometimes that time spent here at the school may be the only distraction that that child may get from the problems they're facing at home. They don't forget, but at least they get a little time away from a bad situation, what we call a change of scenery. And when you then bring them back to that pain by your harsh words, your cutting, insulting words can shatter that person's fragile peace, the peace that that person is probably clinging to maybe for sanity. I have spoken here before, previously, about children overseas in other countries who were bullied and eventually lashed out by using violence. I spoke about the guys with the trench coats who went into school and shot up everywhere. And there are persons who committed suicide. There's an instance a child was killed in Barbados, desperately trying to escape a bully. We at the Grantley Adams Memorial School are not waiting for that to happen here. We have launched this program to save those children, those victims who are bullied by a small number of children, because it's not everybody, As some of you will learn, or as all of you will learn, there is a bullying circle where this person who conducts the bullying, they have one or two supporters, and then there are several onlookers. When you think about it, there are children here who tease others, and they have one or two people that follow them, and the rest of us watch. Some laugh, some don't, but we don't say anything. And the bullies go from place to place doing their damage. We want to separate the bullies and stop their negative behavior. And that is what we have set out to do. This committee, with the help of all the staff here, the teachers, and all the ancillary staff, all the adults on this compound, we're rolling out this program in order to save you, each and every one of you. Some of these cases may seem extreme, like that can't happen here, no one's going to come to school with a gun and just start shooting. But I'm also sure that the day before it happened at those schools, no one thought it would happen there either. So we are not waiting for something bad to happen here. We are stepping forward. Because all these isolated acts of bullying can bring persons to the breaking point. So we're going to eliminate all forms of peer abuse here before they reach a point of explosion. Now, to those of you who bully, the principal has given me his word that he will back the committee completely in our stance to eradicate bullying at this school. So those of you who know you practice bullying, you now have a choice. You can choose to stop your negative behavior and join with us in stamping out bullying. Or you can choose to continue and face the consequences that will follow. Not that may follow, that will follow. To the bullied victims, we are here for you. We will stand by you. We will support you. We will protect you. Come to us. We will help you. To those who watch and either laugh quietly to themselves or say nothing or do nothing, they don't say anything to an adult or they don't tell the particular person to stop it. As I previously said, there are many of you and one or two bullies. We have the power to stop them. So you come forward. If you're afraid to speak to the individual, come and tell a teacher. Everybody is willing and ready to listen, willing to stop the bullying at this school. Also, we are bringing on board very soon an online reporting system where you will be able to log on to your computer like how you log on to Facebook on our particular website that we will give you in time coming, and you can type in and report incidences of bullying anonymously. No one will see you tell anybody, no one can say it is you unless you tell them. So that will be coming on stream shortly, and all of this is in an effort to prevent the bullying in this school, to stop those who are being harmed, those who are being wronged, to stop their suffering, to stop their pain, the angry words, the slaps, the Bangkoking, which I just don't understand. How can you do that to one another? Now, all right, we have 4 basic anti-bullying rules. Number 1, we will not bully others. That is specifically for the bullies and for those who are thinking about being bullies. We will not bully others. Number 2, and these ones are for the supporters and for those of you who intend to change your ways. We will try to help the students who are bullied. Number 3, we will try to include the students who are left out, the ones that you call weird. We're not going to cast them by the side anymore. We're going to include them in our groups. Talk to them. They're people just like you. And you will find they're not as weird as you think. Just sometimes being different is a very good thing. And variety is the spice of life. Number 4, if someone is being bullied, we will tell an adult at home and an adult at school. And as I said, you'll be able to tell the adults, you can come directly and speak to any member of staff, or when it's finished, you can go to them and tell the adults on your computer. We, the staff and students and adults at this school, will do all we can to make sure that no student is subjected to ongoing instances of bullying while at this school. All cases that are reported will be dealt with accordingly. Or as the persons charged with your well-being for a significant part of each day, we will do all in our power to make sure that you are safe. And everyone has the right to feel safe as they work, learn, and play here without harassment or interference. This is our pledge to you, the students. Trust us, come to us, share with us, and we will do our best for you. Once again, as the logo says on your shirts, be a buddy, not a bully. Everyone say, be a buddy, not a bully. I thank you.
When they begin to come down, you can be serious. Cameraman, you're going to check the audience. When they begin to come down, every place mash up. Understand? Oh, this is like saying now. This is where we want you to get involved. Sing. But don't misbehave, don't sing and enjoy yourself, but in a nice way. Coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Grantley Adams, a young lady who was down well. You would have seen Ravine singing earlier, you would have seen audio. So musically, Grantley Adams Memorial is moving forward. We're not only staying in the area of academics, in the area of skills, but we're going into the area of the arts. I'm going to bring you Letitia Whitney. She's going to sing for you here. Let's rock to Letitia.
Good morning, Grantley Adams. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you're reaching through yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and then you finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you're reaching through yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along, strength to carry on, and you cast the fears aside. When
Yeah, they say it's high time. So we're going to keep it rolling. And we have 3 big performances for you. Mine and 2 others. Understand? 3 big performances left. We're going to give it the 2 big ones that go before me. Coming out of the land of Jamaica. First people of Grantley Memorial, we're going to welcome none other than Mr. Benjamin!
Yeah, good morning, Grantley Adams. Yeah. Wait a minute. Can we party a little bit, please? Can we? All right then, so I'm from Jamaica. I learned reggae music and dancehall, right? But you see, Barbados have enough calypso and soca, so you know why you're Benjamin to look at soca music? All right, we could try a thing. Kick it. Oh, na. Give me a little volume, dada. I'm coming again today, young man. I'm going to know you. Hear me now, man. Stop no clapping, stop no shaming, stop no clapping, stop no shame. Tell them no mix you, you're not the same. Stop no clapping. Yeah. You know what, bro, man, you're not dead. You are the wildest thing, you know. Independent now, break. All on the rock. Anyway, pull up now. Wait. Alright, easier, take it down a little bit. Anyway, we're not wasting some more time. Let me take this bulletin serious, alright? And Benjamin have a contribution to the whole bullying thing in school and in society in general. So all the one you let me rest say, yeah. I don't go. Oh na. Anything here stand like being a bully. Hear me now, man. But tell them, stop the bullying, that is cool. That we are pushing on the streets and school. Stop the bullying, that is right. Streets of the dog, this can I say, stop the bullying, that is cool. That we are pushing on the streets and school. Stop the bullying, yard and abroad. The show love that can't be too hard to say. Stop the bullying, that is cool. That we are pushing on the streets and school. Stop the bullying, that is right. Streets of the dog. Singing for the soca and in the streets and schools that sing a minute band. Them have a big ego and them want to do man. We don't want that in the island. So tell them, stop the bullying, that is cool. That we are pushing at the streets and school. Stop the bullying, that is right. Streets of the dog, this time I say, stop the bullying, that is cool. That we are pushing at the streets and school. Stop the bullying, yeah. You don't really matter when it's bullying starts. Eradicate and something comes fast. I'm ready full of bullying that feeling that. And I don't press you on intimidate. No, we don't need none of that shit on the place. Peace and love with the pop on the face. The bullying thing, everything, gonna tell them straight there. Stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing on the streets and school. Stop the bullying, that ain't right. Streets of the diamond, this and life is up. Stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing on the streets and school. Stop the bullying, yard and abroad. We show love that can't be too hard. This is the bullying, nothing to promote it. That's why we're not promoting it. This is the bullying, nothing to nice for it. That's why we're in the fight for it. This is the bullying, nothing to promote it. That's why we're not promoting it. This is the bullying, nothing to nice for it. That's why we raise the voice mountain. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Stop the bullying, that ain't right. Streets of the guy up, this and nice. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Stop the bullying, yard and abroad. You show love that can't be too hard. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Stop the bullying, that ain't right. Treat every guy up, this and nice. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Stop the bullying, yard and abroad. You show love that can't be too hard. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Stop the bullying, that ain't right. Treat every guy up, this and nice. We say, stop the bullying, that ain't cool. That we are pushing up the streets can't school. Oh, Grantley, I'm going to put a say, I love the Lord. Look at ya. You get it, honey? Then the guys at the back get a little standing at the back. Then the guys at the back standing. You want the whole family to be involved. Everybody outside. Come on the inside. Two more big performances. Two more big ones coming. Mr. Hoover and somebody else. Mr. Hoover and somebody else. Next marker. So when I say bullying, you say stop it, right? Bullying, 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 bullying. Oh, yeah. Give me the thing now. Give me the real thing now. Huh? Bullying. Not cool. Go school to learn, don't go school to fight some bullying. Go school to learn, it nice? Can I come down there with you, please? Can I come down there and Joseph, if you like? Stop the booty, build the boss. Alright, it's good to learn what's good to fight. We need to change and complete my life. Education is a must, so fight my best. If I'm really good, then I'll be on the night. I'll be the breathing, stop the bullying. Don't know if you're my left or right. It's only can't think something possible, something you know, but I miss good side. Stop the bullying! What do you say? Stop the bullying! Stop the bullying! Little boy, virgin and sister. Falling in think machine on the school system. Send out everybody. Families and place of this foolishness. I hope you listen. But he never need a picture of the skills. How to live in past with you when you jumping. Show more love to be the learning. So we can play and sing. Yo! What's good to learn, what's good to fight. Stop bullying the children. Get paid alright. Education is a must. Don't fight back with us. Remember the program. Until that day night. All what we need is some people in real good and they don't have the right. Some people play some big cultural stuff. We need to know what we're saying. 1 year ago, stop the bullying. 7 minutes ago, stop the bullying. 7 minutes, stop the bullying. One more time, stop it. Oh, say it again, stop it. One more time, stop it. Bullying. What? Say it again, stop it. Bullying. Watch. This morning, tingling, that's what the crime was never that bad in a high school time. School run was a gun up, and in a 7 minutes of fish marble and nice and mercy ride. No function of my days and 9-4 school, use the and 4 where you can't find. The day is the dealing, charge the rest of the bullying for the last time. Come again. Push you to learn, don't push you to hide, not bullying. Everybody do it. Don't fight on the bus, remember they don't know mighty man the night. All you want to do is stop the bullying, don't know you for the hand left to right. So we come here, so we come for this. Alright, bullying. Say that is up, bullying. Say that is up, bullying. Say that is up, bullying. Stop the bullying. Stop the bullying. Stop the bullying. Stop the bullying. You see? Stop the bullying. You see this school tonight? I feel like showing them a taste of something else. I feel like showing them a taste of something else. What am I doing that dance again? Right. Stop the bullying. You see? Stop the bullying. This dance name, Stamp Up the Bullying. This dance name, Stamp Up people and it originated by this school. Right? Come on. Stamp Up people. 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 Stamp people. Stamp people. Stamp people. Stamp people. Stamp people. Stamp people. You know what? Alright. The first someone that called you said, that's pretty bad.
The very first one that started everybody. Right, son? Stop bullying. Everybody music there, man. Everybody coming out. You don't want to pray him. You mash up and you know the podium, you want to go to the podium. Mr. Warden. Up here. Go bring the boy in. You understand? Now when I be hyping at this place and get myself in trouble. We gonna drop a tune here that is my closing tune for the afternoon. I want you who knows brought this mother from me to sing this song. Because if you do what this song says, there will be nobody at this school. Nobody at this school. Give me some boy over here. You know this song? Give me some boy over here, people. Yeah, take it on.
On behalf of the Board of Management, principal and staff, and the students of the Grantley Adams Memorial School, I just want to take the opportunity to say thanks. For so ably invoking the presence of God among us, I say thanks to Mr. Gillum. We also want to thank him and his team for technical support throughout the session. To Mr. Holder, thanks for the welcome and opening remarks, and for, as always, being the consummate MC. Thank you so much. Mr. Holder. To our acting principal, thank you firstly for allowing us to have this program here at the school. Thanks also for sharing your personal experience with us and bringing a personal and human element to bullying prevention. Thank you for your encouragement, support, and sanction of our obvious bullying program and embracing everything that we're doing here, and also embracing bullying not cool. To the Grantley Adams Dramatic Society, thanks for showing us that the cycle of bullying can be broken, for showing us the depth of peer abuse, showing us, although many of us were laughing, that there's nothing funny about bullying. Thanks also for docking the Grantley Adams Iron Star for a short time here. I'm sure the message was well received by all. To Adio, Whitney, and Ravine, thanks for your messages in song. For Toby's story, for encouraging us to be titanium and reminding us that we're all heroes. Continue to use your talents for good and to inspire others to do so. To Marlon, words cannot quite express our gratitude to you. From the very first day that you were here, we saw your talent. I still have the tiger you drew for me during our first HFLE class, just because I described myself as a cat. Marlon, we salute you. Continue to shine, and as Sean always says, continue to be a supreme being. To Supreme Counseling for Personal Development and CEO, Sean, the man behind the plan, according to Mr. Holder. Thanks does not quite cover the level of gratitude we have for you and your team. We express our gratitude for selecting Grantley Adams Memorial as one of the 4 schools in this pilot program. Thanks for the training and for the support each and every step of the way, and helping us to understand today, if it is to be, it must start with me. Although the representative from Maria Holder Trust isn't here, we still want to acknowledge them and say thanks for the sponsorship and for these lovely shirts that we're all wearing. To Mr. Griffith, firstly, let me say thanks for accepting a responsibility that was earmarked for me as counselor. Thanks for saying yes the moment that I asked. Thanks for so ably heading the coordinating committee and your work over the past months. Thank you for reminding us of the ravages of peer abuse and encouraging us to be better. At this time, I also want to thank all the members of the coordinating committee and acknowledge you. Mr. Blunt, thank you. Mr. Edwards, thank you. Mr. Holder, thank you. Ms. Edgehill, thank you. Mrs. Aline, thank you. And Mrs. Noel Boeing, thank you as well. Please put your hands together for the committee. To Benjamin and Peter Ram, thanks for being here and for sharing your talent with us also. For jonesing, for encouraging us all to stop the bullying, for telling us to go to school and learn, and don't go to school and fight. Thank you so much for your messages and song. To all members of staff, teaching and non-teaching, for your support and encouragement, and your assistance in making today possible, we say thank you. To you students, for showing everyone here how positive you can be, and for agreeing even on an individual basis, an individual level, agreeing that bullying isn't cool. And to all who in any way have played a part or will play a part in the success of this program, we say thank you. Thanks one, thanks all.